This is the fifth installment in the series Social Media and Education. This part is going to discuss Facebook. Chances are you're already familiar with Facebook, but here's how Facebook defines itself. A social network that allows users to stay connected with friends and family, discover what's going on in the world, and to share and express what matters to them. Facebook is undoubtedly the most significant social network in terms of reach. In terms of education, in 2010, the EDUCAUSE Center for Applied Research surveyed 36,950 college students and found that of the 90% of students who use social networking sites, 97% said they use Facebook. And that 97% also indicated that they actively engage on the site daily. So there's no way to deny that Facebook is incredibly important in the lives of students these days. So due to this popularity, there's sort of two reasons why Facebook comes out as such a strong tool for education. One is that students use Facebook consistently. It doesn't matter if they're home for the holidays, if they're on spring break, or in the middle of finals. They will use Facebook on a consistent basis. Now, the other reason is that students feel more comfortable with the space as a result. So this is really their terrain. So to use it in the educational context is nice because they already feel like it is their own and have few difficulties navigating the site. At the same time, instructors can increase their social presence and availability by connecting with their students on Facebook, granted, in a controlled and structured manner. If executed properly, Facebook can increase the sense of community in the class. All right, so let's get to some best practices. 1. Use Facebook groups to create a virtual space for the class. The groups feature of Facebook allows you to interact with other users without actually making the connection of being friends with them. So this is nice because if you or the students don't feel comfortable, quote-unquote, friending each other, then it allows you to still interact without making that connection. You can also choose to make the group private so that no one can see it except for those who have been approved to join the group. 2. Utilize and encourage students to utilize Facebook lists in order to manage levels of privacy. So recently, Facebook introduced this feature where you can organize your groups of friends into different lists and then dictate who you want to share certain posts with. This is extraordinarily important when you're using Facebook in an educational context because students do value their privacy, and studies have shown that they'll engage more with the appropriate privacy settings in place. 3. Use and encourage students to use Facebook events to post relevant events and activities. So this is nice because students likely already use this feature for their personal lives, so it's just another way to integrate classroom activities into the site. 4. Share and encourage students to share relevant material on the group wall. As with the other social media tools discussed previously, this is a way to get students to engage with the course material as well as think about it outside of the classroom and develop their critical thinking skills. 5. Encourage students to ask questions about the course material, relevant topics, etc. Again, getting students to interact with their peers and the instructor, increasing engagement and the sense of a support system, and generally reducing anxieties about the course. 6. Continue class discussions and/or initiate discussion of assigned reading. So this is beneficial for the same reasons that sharing material and asking questions on Facebook are beneficial, but also just to mention that the other factor in this is the reduction of social inhibitions, so students might feel more comfortable using Facebook to discuss course content. All right, and everybody's favorite bonus best practices. 1. Use Facebook's Ask a Question feature to poll students. So this is just a nice built-in feature that Facebook has that you can use. 2. Hold office hours via Facebook chat. I think this is kind of neat because students will probably have likely already held conversations on Facebook via Facebook chat. And it's nice because when you have a group on Facebook, you can communicate with multiple individuals in the same chat or on a one-to-one basis. And when you're done chatting, students have a record to refer back to at any point in time of the conversation that took place. 3. Ask students to turn in assignments on Facebook. The key factor here is that students are sharing their work not only with you, but the students and potentially the public. And that public or semi-public nature might encourage students to be a little bit more conscientious or thoughtful about the assignments. 4. Friend students and encourage students to friend each other on Facebook with appropriate privacy settings in place. So the appropriate privacy settings is the key point here, but it's important to connect with students on Facebook, and if you feel comfortable with it, friending students is a good way to increase your social presence there. And research has actually shown that maintaining a profile and sharing about oneself as an instructor is linked to increased student motivation, engagement, and decreased uncertainty about the course. So it's generally beneficial for the students. All right, and that is the Facebook.